We're going to pull up Robert Wilson from Boxo USA. Robert and I spent almost a decade working together at Lucas Oil, so we share a lot of the same thoughts and experiences. Robert, how's it going?
Going good, going good. Thanks for having me. And man, you look so HD. My camera sucks, dude. You're like super life right there.
I'm trying. I'm trying. You got a cool background too. Is that your garage?
Yeah, a couple of my own little projects. I need sponsorship, man. Teach me how to do this. I've been listening.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you, since you not only are the strategic partnership manager at Boxo, but you also run Round Two Designs, where you do sponsorship, assistance, coaching, and agency work. Essentially, you understand both sides of it. Let's go right in. There's drifters on the call. They're looking for sponsors. It could be Boxo. It could be other companies. What are some things that they need to know and how to get sponsored?
Oh man, I think in today's world, and I only signed on when Kelsey was towards the end, and we run the Sparko social media, so we get to see her. She's a Sparko athlete, and man, she does an awesome job on supplying content and tagging and allowing us to be able to share that kind of stuff. So I would say, and mainly we're going to be talking about Boxo tonight, but I think with all the companies that we manage their sponsorship and their social content is such a big thing these days. We need it every day. You're posting on social, you should post at least once a day, up to 5 times a day, depending on what your growth that you want to get. So
Wow.
every single day we need a new piece of content, or we need somebody to tag us, somebody to have a hashtag where we can go in, because budgets for capturing this media, I think in any company, unless you're kind of Monster Energy or people that we've dealt with in the past, when we're in our before lives, it's really hard to be able to get that. If you think about getting that content on a daily or
Right.
weekly, or man, if I get on a monthly or a yearly basis, I'm pretty happy.
Does Boxo work with their teams and drivers to create media? Do you give them media? They give you media. You share media. How does that work?
Absolutely. I mean, part of the thing with Boxo, we're a tool and toolbox company,
Yeah.
storage solutions. And so luckily our stuff gets used and it's pretty organic, because that's another thing too. You can force advertising on people and they'll just turn right off to it. So if it can kind of be organic, then it always works a little bit better. So yes, we do big production stuff. Usually it used to be on a quarterly basis. Now I'd almost say it's on a yearly basis that we'll do one big production where we may have, videographers with reds and helicopters and drones and all that stuff. I wish I could do that, every week. It's just pretty hard. And we'll have some of our top influencers out to do that. But we're always asking our influencers, our sponsored athletes, to supply us with that stuff, whether it's 10 seconds or a minute long.
So in what sports is Boxo in? What motorsports currently? You're mentioning athletes and influencers. And are you looking to expand into drift or do more in drifting?
Yeah, well, we're actually in drift and we've been in it for quite a few years. We have Odie and Matt Field as two of our main FD drivers in it, and some lower drivers as kind of support product. So we're always looking to expand. The biggest thing is that we're a small team. It's the company's only 7 years old. And that's one of the things I could tell you. I'm sure in your link or in the recording, they'll have email addresses and social media and all that kind of stuff. Very small team trying to make this all happen. And I wish I could spend an hour with everybody every day, but that would mean that every one of my days is 20 hours just talking
Yeah.
to DMs that come in, on social, and emails that come in. So you have to be patient. You have to understand who you're speaking to. Again, we're not Coca-Cola. Alex, you and I worked for Lucas Oil for a long time. In their sponsorship department, they had 6 full-time people. Just grasp that. 6 full-time people getting salaries and benefits and everything. Think about how much that costs them. At Boxo, we have 5 people total. And out of those 5 people, probably 4 of them deal with sponsorship stuff too. So you have to be a little patient. Yeah, kind of have to understand who you're dealing with. I think the biggest turnoff that I always see is that if people get real impatient and they really start to turn the table and they start getting angry
Yeah.
or bitter, that's a that's a turn off right away. I mean, for sure, that's one that just gets deleted, doesn't even go into the maybe or the maybe if I get a chance to reply, that one just gets aced out. Um, and depending on how they're speaking, even blocked. Too. I hate to be so blunt, but man, time is so valuable, and you just have to understand that everybody, we all, we're all important. We're all looking after our own stuff,
Mhm.
but you got to put yourself in that marketing director's position and just understand that that marketing director, the engine ice guy, anybody that you're going to talk to, even after me, ask them how many proposals they get every single day.
I'm going
And
to ask you, how many do you get every day?
I mean, at minimum 20,
Wow.
and potentially in between the DMs and proposals and decks, I've seen it like be 70 in one day, only because again, anything that has a nut and a bolt, as it
Yeah.
pertains to Boxo, we can be a part of. We're very well known and we put a lot of effort into power sports, but motorsports is another big key thing of us. Boating, helicopters, aviation right now. If anybody's an airplane racer or anything to do with airplanes right now, reach out to us and stuff, right? We're talking about drifting right now, but it's a little different.
So seeing so many decks and proposals and, sponsor me emails, what is it that you look for? And what gets someone to the top of that list where you actually do pay attention to them? What are some things that drivers on the call today can learn from and say, if they do it, it might elevate their status, at least in the consideration realm?
Well, I think the number one thing for us, especially right now, is for people to start with our affiliate program. Go to
Okay.
boxusa.com, go to the bottom, sign up for our affiliate program. It's going to take you 5 minutes. You're going to get 10% off of any product that you get. You're going to get a code generated to you that you can share to your followers, and you're going to start out with 10% cash back to you. So this is the entry into sponsorship, right? We're going to give you a small discount to be able to purchase product. We hope that you're going to take that step. If you really want to be sponsored by Boxo and you are not, Rob McCachran or F1 driver, then it's going to be hard for us to see you. So get signed up with that. And we monitor that. We can't monitor every proposal or sponsor me, but we do look at that affiliate program because that's generating sales. We do sell direct to consumer. So that's a little bit different than, like, say, if it was Lucas Oil or some only went through distributors. So if we have, 100 people sign up for that affiliate program, and at the end of the month, we look at that report, 98 of them probably not going to be very much, but 2 of them might stand out. And if that one person sold $40,000 worth of product, guarantee you that person's getting a phone call next month and we're going to start talking, right? So I would say as it pertains to us, and I know a lot of people are doing this now too with the affiliate programs, is to get started there. And then just, social, again, it kind of goes back to social. If you're using our products, tag us, use the hashtags. And that way, hopefully we can see you even more. The emails, I can, it's sad to say, but man, the emails just get buried. DMs, I will tell you, you will never get a sponsorship from us from a DM. Don't even waste your time unless you are already the top guy, and we probably can't afford you if you're the top guy. I can just tell you from a DM on social media, you are not going to get sponsorship. You should start by an email or going to the website.
And I'm assuming that's because you get so many of them, it's really hard to filter through the ones that you might want to partner with.
Yeah, again, I mean, just kind of think about, and we're super small in the grand scheme of things, but DMs might be 30 to 50 a day, right?
Wow.
First, we're going to look at those people that mentioned us so we can share those stories. Again, 5 people total. That's from people that are building product, unloading product, shipping product, answering the phone calls, cleaning the toilet or sweeping the floor. 5 people, right? So when we do get to sign on social media, we're going to share those stories first because that's content for us. We're going to do our own post. If you start thinking about that, that could be 15, 20 minutes. If you get sucked into it, an hour, per day. And that's only on one platform. Luckily on Instagram, we can kind of share from Instagram to Facebook. Then you're going to go over to TikTok, LinkedIn. I mean, there's just so many things going on that take time.
Yeah, that is so true, especially when you're a small team trying to do so many things. But in a way, that's also a benefit to the drivers on the call looking for sponsorship, because if they can assist you
Oh yeah.
and become an extension of your marketing, if they can go to events that you can't make it to because you don't have the resources, and they can activate or promote or market at those events on behalf of Boxo, that might lead to an opportunity for you to at least hire them for that event. And when I say hire, that means
Yeah.
sponsor them for that event. I realize it starts with an affiliate program, and you're going to monitor the affiliate program to see who actually can generate sales. Now someone's starting to generate sales, does it lead to a bigger sponsorship where they can start to represent at more events?
Oh, absolutely. Because we see a lot of these teams that have toters and semis or larger trailers. It's more than what we have, right? We would love, we're a West Coast based company. We travel all across the country for shows, but it costs a lot of money. And again, kind of come back down to, I'll say that 5 people that are going to be doing it all. And if I'm gone at a show for 5 or 6 days, that means there's 4 people now, in the office. So yeah, I love that idea. I also love what you brought up too, is that being able to, all this is about networking and connection. So if you can turn us on, if you're in Pennsylvania, we're in California, and you have the local shop, the off-road shop, speed shop, we're talking drifting,
Yeah.
and you think our tools are a great fit, we have a dealer program, and we can get those people signed up. We can spend that back into the affiliate program again to kind of get you paid. I mean, sponsorship is such a vague word, and so many people think about sponsorship as sponsor me, give me a check, I'm going to put a 10-inch sticker on my car, and you're going to retire next week. It's like that. It just doesn't work that way. The sticker anymore for us, what the sticker does for us. But I mean, kind of think about drift, right? We're talking about drift right now. When you guys are sitting at the cones and you get ready to start, you're static. Okay. That's going to be the best chance unless we're the title sponsor on your car. So if we're just a small sponsor giving you some product or giving you a couple grand, we're going to have a 10-inch sticker. It's going to be on the back quarter panel. We're going to hope that the drone doesn't pass by. As soon as you hit the throttle and you create smoke, our sticker's gone. You are now going for your run for seconds, not minutes. And they're concentrating on your clipping points, your smoke, all that kind of stuff, which makes this sport so awesome and so exciting. But from a sponsorship standpoint, pretty hard. Then if you're one of the top 3 guys that get up onto the podium, right, and you're going to have your 30 seconds of airtime up there, unless, again, we're that title sponsor across your chest, if we're on your left sleeve somewhere towards the middle and the camera's straight onto you, we're not really going to get a whole lot of stuff. So the racing is great, and it all kind of comes together. But again, for us, it's more about the content, the behind the scenes. You're at the shop getting the car ready. You're at, the track getting ready. So it really depends on who your sponsor is on what's going to be the most valuable for them.
And I think that's perfect, because you're right. With drifting, you have like 23 seconds of an event, and maybe 15 to 20 seconds of on-time camera interview. There's not a lot of exposure time. So it's about what you're doing when you're not competing. It's about what you're doing in between the events, and how you're helping a brand as an extension of their marketing, or a brand ambassador. Robert, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you taking the time today. I know it's getting late, and
absolutely.
We're going to keep doing this until we get every driver funded.
There we go.
We'll do more.
Hit us up. So for us, it's sponsorship at boxousa.com. Go to the website, the affiliate program. There's a couple links on the website too. If you didn't get that website, just that email that you can kind of go straight from the website, and don't just say sponsor me. I mean, at least get a deck or something. Try and stand out.
Yeah. Standing out. That's what it's all about nowadays. Yeah. Cause there's so much competition.
Be a little different. Again, I mean,
global competition.
About it, that it's there might be 100 people that same day that's doing the exact same thing that you're doing. So how can you stand out?
especially if you're getting that many decks and proposals.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Mhm.
Cool. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it, bud.
Thanks, Alex. Always appreciate you having me.
I'll see you at the races.